Hello students, welcome to VGuide TV channel. In this video, I am going to discuss few important numericals of motion in a straight line. So first I am going to discuss a graphical question. The velocity time graph of a car and a scooter are shown. The difference between the distance traveled by the car and the scooter in 15 seconds is. Second question, the time at which the car will catch up the scooter are. See the graph. One line indicates for car and the other line for scooter. Scooter goes in a scooter they are given a straight line, and the car they gave it like this. They are asking what is the displacement or distance at 15 seconds. So what you should do is from 15 you have to draw a dotted line upwards. So it intersect at the point F and at A. And see, this is a velocity time graph. The area of velocity time graph gives distance or displacement. So if you see here, I am going to calculate the area under the graph. That means for a triangle for a car, and for scooter it is a rectangle. So the distance traveled by the car in 15 seconds is a triangle, half into base into height. Distance traveled by the scooter is a straight line, so 30 into 15, that is 450 meter. I need to find a difference, that is 450 minus 675 by 2. I got an answer as 11.2. 112.5 meter. Now, the same question they are asking, what is the time in which the car will catch up the scooter? This is a very thinking question. We don't know what time the car will catch up the scooter. So I am just taking the time as t. So I know till here the car is moving with a uniform acceleration, and from A to B it is moving with a constant velocity. So here somewhere they will meet or they will catch up. So I am taking that time as t. Okay, I am taking the time as t. After the time t, car catch up the scooter. So I need to find what is the distance at that time the car moved or car traveled. So what I am doing is, let the car catch a scooter in a time t. So I need to find at time t what is the total distance traveled by the car. I know up to 15 seconds your car travel a distance of 675 by 2 meter. Okay. Then this much time it's moving with a constant speed, so its distance is speed into time. Speed is 45. Time means I don't know this time, right? So what we are doing is, we know that after a particular time we are catching, that time is t. Okay, so the time taken from 0 to this is t. This time only t we are taken. So I need to take this time. This time is t minus 15. So what I am doing is, when the car reaches this point, the car has to travel this distance that we already calculated plus this distance. This distance is speed into time. Time I am taking as t minus 15. So it is 675 by 2 plus 45 into t minus 15 equals, scooter means no problem. We know it is a straight path. Okay, straight. It means a constant speed, that is 30 into t. If you open the bracket, 375 by 2 is 337.5 plus 45t minus 675 equals 30t. 15t is equal to 337.5. That is t equal 337.5 by 15, 22.5 seconds. Okay. So this question is a graphical question, very important. Many concepts we are using. The body moves with a constant speed means simple. Velocity into time is the displacement. But if they are going it like this, how we calculated? Up to here I calculated with area, and this one I calculated with 45 into t minus 15. So you should have an idea. I already discussed in the previous video about the different types of graph. The next question. The distance x of a particle moving in one dimension under a constant force that t equals root over x plus 3, where x is in meter and t is in second. They gave the time t like this. We need to find the time when the velocity is 0. We need to find a time when velocity is 0. How we are doing this question? I have taken here t. What's a given equation I have written? T equals root x plus 3. Therefore, root x equals t minus 3. Therefore, x equals squaring both sides. T minus 3 the whole square. That is t square minus 6t plus 9. If you know the displacement, how to calculate velocity? Dx by dt. T square differential is 2t. 60 minus 60 differential is minus 6. Now, they gave it in the question where the velocity is 0. They gave it in the question, the velocity is 0. So, I am just equating v equal to 0. Then, 2t minus 6 equal to 0. 2t equals 6, t equals 6 by 2. That is 3 seconds. Okay. So, remember in the question, you should remember how to find velocity. That is nothing but dx by dt. The same question if there acceleration, it is dv by dt. Can you tell what is acceleration here? Acceleration means we have to differentiate velocity, that is 2 meter per second square. So differentiation questions they can ask. Displacement if you differentiate, I'll get velocity. Velocity if you differentiate, you will get acceleration. Another question is a simple question. An automobile traveling 40 km per hour can be stopped at a distance of 40 meters by applying brakes. If the same automobile traveling at 80 km per hour, the minimum stopping distance I should calculate. So we should use the equation v square minus u square equal to as. From this I can write v square is proportional to s. Okay, or you can write here u square is proportional to s. U square is proportional to s in this case, because in this case we are taken v as 0 because we are applying the brake. We are applying the brake means we can take here v as 0. So final velocity is 0. So we can write minus u square is proportional to s, no problem. So we can write here u1 square by u2 square is equal to s1 by s2 the whole square. So what I am doing here, you see, we can write here u1 by u2 minus get cancelled. u2 square is equal to s1 divided by s2. So u1 is, they gave 40 km per hour. u2 is 80 km per hour. Here minus is there, minus will get cancelled. So we can write here 1 by 2 whole square is 1 by 4. S2 equal 40 into 2 square, that is 160 meter. So remember, as we are applying the brake, v is equal to 0 or minus u square is equal to 2as, or you can write here u square is proportional to s. Minus, it will get cancelled in another form also. It's a retardation. So a will be minus. This is a very important question. They can ask here, a balloon starting from the ground with an acceleration of 1.25 meter per second square. After 8 seconds, a stone is released from the balloon. The stone will cover a distance of dash, actually these two, dash meter, and it reached the ground in dash second. This was a question. Okay, I have written the answer here. The question is, the stone will cover a distance of dash and reach the ground in dash seconds. So what I did is, I have substituted all the value. Here initially it is starting, it's a starting, so initial stage u as 0. A is 1.25. Then time they are given as, here the time is 8 seconds. So after 8 seconds, from here we are throwing a stone. Okay, so we need to find after 8 seconds what is the velocity. V equals u plus 80. 1.25 into 8, that is 10 meter per second. After 8 seconds, how much distance it travel? That is ut plus half 80 square, that is half into 1.25 into 8 square, that is 40 meter. It means that when the balloon reaches here, when the balloon reaches a distance of 40 meter, from here a stone they are throwing. So what will be the velocity of stone at that point? The velocity of the stone at this point is nothing but the velocity of balloon at this point. Okay, and stone has to travel 40 meters. So I am taking here downward motion of the released stone. Released stone. U I am taking as minus 10. A I am taking it as 10 meter per second square. And S means what is the distance should travel, that is 40 meter. And in this case I need to calculate what is the time taken for the stone to come down. So I am using equation S equals ut plus half at square. That is 40 equals minus 10t plus half into 10t square. That is t square minus 2t minus 8 equals 0. T minus 4 plus t plus 2 equal to 0 I am taking. If you solve this one, this time will be positive and this time will come as negative. Negative time we don't calculate. So I can tell that the stone reaches the ground at a time of t is equal to 4 seconds. That only I wrote it here, 4 seconds. Another one, they are asking here in the question, what is the distance? Distance means stone first travel 40, again coming back 40. So total how much meter it is traveling? 80 meter. They are asking displacement, you can take it as 0. So I have taken here the stone will cover a distance of 80 meter and reach the ground in 4 seconds. So what all things we are doing here? First, a balloon is going up. So you should calculate after 8 seconds what is the velocity of the balloon. Then you should calculate what is the distance traveled by the balloon. What is the velocity of the balloon? What is the distance traveled by the balloon? Why we are calculating velocity? Because from there the stone also getting the same thing, same velocity. Then why we are calculating distance? Then only we can calculate the time in the next case. Okay, very important question of this chapter. They will ask this type of question. Next, water drops fall at regular interval from a tap which is 5 meters above the ground. The third drop is leaving the tap at the instant when the first drop reaches the ground. How far above the ground is the second drop at that instant? Very important question. I am taken here, this is your tap. This is your tap. From the tap the drops are coming. First drop, second drop, first drop, second drop, third drop. Third drop, when it starts, the first drop reaches the ground. That's a hint in the question. Third drop started, first drop here. So what is the distance traveled by the second drop from the ground, they asked. So this type of question is a very important question. Dropped, they gave it in the question. Okay. So we are taking u as 0. S equal to half gt square. It falls under gravity. So t we can take it as root over 2s by g. I substituted that. Time taken for one drop to fall through 5s is, through a distance through 5 meter is, the time taken for the drop to fall 5 meter is t equals root over 2s by g. 2 into 5 by 10, that is 1 second. The time taken for the drop to come from this point to this point is 1 second. After that you have to calculate how many more drops already started from the tap. So 2 drops already started from the tap when the third drop is starting. So I am taking here the time divided by the number of drops 2. So 1 by 2. It means each drop is taken a time interval of half. Now just listen, at 0 second first drop started. At half second second drop started. At 1 second third drop. Our calculation is correct because they told the time taken for the first drop to reach the ground is 1 second. So first 0 second first drop. Half second second drop. 1 second third drop. So I can take here the time for the successive drops is half second. So now at a half seconds or at half second interval, first 0 second it started. Then I should calculate here what is the distance traveled by the drop in half second. So half second, how much it is traveling, that I can take here s equal to half gt square. Okay, s equal to half gt square, because when the drop reaches the ground, the second drop is at this point. So second drop has to travel half. Second drop already traveled half seconds. So I can take here half into g into t square. Half into 10 into half square. 1.25 meter. So height I can take it as this is the distance traveled by the second drop from the top. Okay. Now I need the distance from ground, that is 5 minus 1.25. I'll tell again. First I calculated what is the time taken for the first drop to reach the ground. I got it as 1 second. Then we know that between each drop we have a time interval of half. Okay. So when half second means, half second already covered means first drop reaches here and the second drop started. After one more half second, first drop reaches ground, second drop reached here. So how much time the second drop already traveled? Half second. So I should calculate distance traveled by in half second by the second drop is by the second drop. I can take here half g into t square. Why we are not taking this distance? They are asking the distance from the ground. So 5 minus 1.25. That is 3.75. This question is very important. See, 4 particles are situated at 4 corners of a square. Okay. At time t as 0, ABCD, they gave the side as A, and A particle always move towards B. B will move towards C. C will move towards D. D will move towards A. Like that the particle is moving. With the velocity they gave V. They are asking after what time these particles meet each other. So how we are doing this question is, we are taking here the velocity. If they want to intersect at the point O means, I need to calculate what is the velocity along this direction. Along the direction of AO. I am taken here. After some time it's going like this, going like this, going like this, going like this. After that it comes here. So I need to find what is the velocity here. Velocity component of this. So I am taken here this distance and this velocity. That's what simple thing. So velocity along AO, I can take this as V they gave. So this is its cos component. So we can write V cos, as it is a square, we can take V cos 45, that is V by root 2. Next, if you want AO, see, you can do it in the symbol form also. I did in this form, but you know it is nothing but half of diagonal of a square, that is A by root 2. Okay, if you know it directly, no need of doing this step. You can directly write what is this distance, A by root 2. Then time if you want, A by root 2 by, what is the velocity component here? V by root 2. Root 2 cancel. So what is equation? A by V. Simple. If the particle should intersect at this point means I need to find the velocity in this direction. They gave this velocity. So I made the component. What is this velocity direction? It is V cos 45. Then after that we are taken here. Time is nothing but A by root 2 by V by root 2. That is A by V. Same question they can ask, instead of a square, if it's a triangle. Triangle of side, you take it as A. At what point it intersects? An equilateral triangle. So we know that what will be the angle, total angle is 60 degree. Half will be 30 degree. So what will be the velocity? V cos 30. That is root 3 by 2V. So what is this direction or AO or BO? You know, this is nothing but triangle. This side is A, this side will be A by 2. So this side will be root 3 by 2 of A. By using Pythagoras theorem, root over A square minus A square by 4 means this is root over 3A square by 4. That is root 3A by 2. Right? Then we know that this point is nothing but median. The median is dividing in the ratio. What is median ratio? 2:1. So if you want 2 by 3 into root 3 by A by 2, this 2 get cancelled. So I wrote here what is AO? AO is A by root 3. So if you want, this distance is A by root 3 divided by speed. What is the speed along that direction? Root 3 by 2 of V. So it is 2a by 3v. So why I wrote this one also, because you may get the confusion, square we got directly a by v. But here in the triangle it is not like that. You have to take here the velocity direction v cos 30. I got the velocity. You calculated the distance as a by root 3. Then the time is distance by speed. It is 2a by 3v. Okay. After getting 2a by 3v, I can tell that after the time of 2a by 3v, the particle is getting intersected. Okay. So what I discussed now, these are the important questions from here. They can ask freely this question. This question, you know, it is like a, at what point it intersect, it is a by v. This is the question with the drop. Okay. From the tap, the waters, from the tap, the drops of waters are coming out. So we need to find this. A very important question. I have seen the question with the fifth drop is coming, sixth drop is coming. So all the questions are very simple. First you calculate the total height or total height they may give. From that find the time. Then you find the number of drops. Then you find out each drop what interval they takes. Then it's simple. This question I told, a body is moving, a stone inside the balloon going up. So we have to find what is the velocity of that balloon after going a certain height. After that, with the velocity we can calculate the time taken to come down. And in the automobile questions, you know, v square minus u square equal to as question. Here you remember I did not convert kilometer per hour to meter per second, because both are like, both numerator and denominator we are converting, so get cancelled. And this is the question for differentiation. V is equal to dx by dt, a is equal to dv by dt. That you should remember. And first question what I discussed is a question related with the graph. Okay. I hope you understood these all questions. Subscribe for V Guide TV channel for more videos. Thank you.